As regards tax, if you're earning money, you're supposed to pay taxes.
I'm not earning what I'm supposed to be earning.
No, the key issue here is earnings. You're earning money. Whether you're not earning at a reduced rate or at a reduced level, you're earning money. If you're not earning money, you're not meant to pay taxes. What we're saying is that taxes are meant to be paid if you're earning money, whether as an individual or as a corporate organization.
Okay.
So you can't cheat government out of that. You're not only cheating government, you're also cheating Nigerians who do not have, because the purpose of taxes is redistribution of wealth. People must understand that you take from those who have to give to those who do not have. In a way, for example, if you go to the rural areas, how do they get power supply? To those who have. And I'm being specific now.
Yeah.
If you go to areas where there are no schools, and now they're having schools, or they're sending teachers there, or they're sending, so where do they get the money from? Now, even this that we're talking about, people are talking about, they are sharing money, but it hasn't gotten to me. Now you said that people who got those things are probably those who do not really have.
Yeah.
That's in the real sense of it.
Yeah.
So where did the money come from? The money came from somewhere. It's not printed for this particular purpose. It probably came from taxes and revenues collected from other areas of government revenue models. So we must understand that nobody has said that you will not pay taxes. Now, even in recent times, one of the palliatives government introduced was, if you are holding government money in terms of loans, you can keep that money for 3 months without interest. You know, that's a palliative. Now, if you cannot shift your obligations by a certain number of days, you will not be penalized. For example, today is 21st.
Yeah.
You're supposed to file your VAT as at today, this morning, before the end of business.
And if you don't,
you don't, you will not be penalized till the end of this month.
Only to the end of this month.
You don't do it, then what?
Then you now have to face the brunt of not doing it.
And what's that?
That's 5,000 naira for not filing.
5,000, depending on
No, 5,000.
no matter how much it is.
No matter how much it
So
is.
they add, even if it's a trillion, they add a trillion and
5,000. Yes, that's your penalty for not filing that VAT.
Yeah.
Now, in some states, particularly Lagos State, for example, by March last month, by March 31st, everywhere, according to the Personal Income Tax Act of 2014, 2011, sorry, the law says that by 31st of March, every individual, every director of a company earning money from their businesses should file what we call direct assessment. Now, failure to do that will attract 50,000 naira if you do not.
What if you're not earning money? What if it's like
if you're not earning
honorary?
money, if you're not earning money, you're not meant to pay taxes.
And how do they verify that?
Exactly. Now, my problem is, I haven't said something about Lagos State. Now, Lagos State said, if you didn't file as at 31st, which you're supposed to pay penalty of 50,000, now Lagos State government says, don't worry, till May ending, we will allow you.
Okay, that's because of the big C.
Exactly. So, because everybody says that. I haven't heard any official information as regards River State, but I know that line of thought too will apply. Because this is the force majeure. It's not anybody's doing. This came to us unprepared. And even in the best of economies, they were not prepared for this.
Yeah.
And that is why everybody's crying that this is very, very huge.
Yeah.
So I think, personally speaking, nobody should start spreading rumors of government says you should not pay taxes. If you're earning money, whether normally or abnormally, you should pay your tax. You know, the issue first and foremost is the issue of revenue. Like I always say, what's the value you're creating, how available is that value, and what frequency are you making it available, so that people can patronize you. Do you have something that people can buy at this period? That's the first thing you have to look at. What value do you have to offer to the public, particularly at this period? Now, the thing is to take care of your revenues. Make sure that your cash flow is at a level that you can plan. The most important thing for this period is survival. Forget about aesthetics. Forget about grammar or diction and all that. Forget about atmosphere. The most important thing now is to keep the body and soul together. For how long, we don't know. Now, it shows that we are only using what we know to project.
Yeah.
But when what you don't know is available, when you don't know anything, what do you project on? So with this, there is no vaccine yet. There is nothing to show that by tomorrow, apart from prophecies. There is nothing to show that by next month end this is going to be over.
Yeah.
So you will do yourself a lot of good by ensuring that cash flow is key, making sure that your revenue inflow is kept at a base where you can actually plan and also expect. Now, as per taxes, you must have to avoid incurring unnecessary liability. That's what I tell people. If you have to do something now, do it. Forget about why am I the only one doing it? Because Nigerians have this penchant for saying that people are not doing it. The herd instinct. Everybody's doing it. Let me do it.
Yeah.
Now, you have to look at the regulations. You have to look at the framework. If you don't do it, what does this mean to your business? Would you rather incur a liability for your business because nobody is doing it or because everybody is doing something else? But you will know that if you do this, you're going to get this. If you don't do this, you're going to get this. To look at. So my advice for businesses and individuals doing businesses, make sure that your documentation is still intact as much as you were doing it when there was no COVID-19. So we must also make sure that our obligations are well met. If you have to file on the 21st, like today, June 21st, you have to 30th to take away to do that. So make sure you go about. If, for example, for those whose area have been locked down,
exactly. I can't move.
You can't move. You can't come out. You might have to do a correspondence to the FIRS or to the State Internal Revenue. Let them know. See, Nigerians.
So how do you let them know?
You send them a mail. Send them a mail. Write them letters. Let it be documented that see the situation. Like I said, it's a force majeure, and we must understand that the tax system is also human. There is a human face to the tax system. Don't let us say, not them, not government. Now, people are running the system. Of course, there are a few people who are unreasonable, but look at it. I can't go out. Governments must help individuals and businesses to understand where they stand and exactly what they are saying in this kind of confusion that we have. So for you, you have to just understand that, okay, what are my obligations, and then you go straight to that. Okay, so almost I would say government should be very, very clear about their instructions and then directives. Now, FIRS says that if you can't come out to file your returns, you can do that with even unaudited accounts. You can also submit and then write and say, okay, see, this is my situation. They will accept it while all of this is being tackled. So government is very, very clear about that. If you are a small business, government is saying that don't pay this tax, don't pay this amount, don't pay this rate. Government is very, very clear about. But our advice government to be very, very
30 seconds.
Technology, everything that technology can help. Everything, transport technology can help transport. Technology can help agriculture. Imagine there is food, there is no distribution channel. Imagine we have drones dropping foods on our doorsteps.
I'd like to see that.
No, say, technology basically. Imagine you having
Some
a call.
people say it's witchcraft.
No, I mean, if witchcraft can solve our problem, let's practice it. I mean, once it becomes the norm, then it becomes what is usable. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it becomes something that we can follow. For me, I think basically it's all about technology.
Yeah.
And we cannot overstretch the fact that we need technology to help us in this country.
Absolutely not.